Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to talk about your organization's DNA. As a business owner or executive, it is important that your organization's DNA is crack-free. So you may be wondering, what are you talking about, Kendra? What is organizational DNA? Well, your DNA is comprised of 4 components, which are your vision, your strategy, development, and culture. And when you take those 4 components, you have your organizational DNA, which is actually the foundation for your team. And think about this in terms of a house. A house's foundation is critical, a very critical component, because if there's cracks in the foundation, you're not going to be able to build up. But if the foundation is solid, then you have the base to continue to build up. Well, the same can be said for your team or your organization. If your foundation is solid, you can continue growing. But if there's cracks in your foundation, you're either going to stagnate or even worse, you're going to regress in growth. So let's dig into these 4 components to make sure that you are on the path for success. So the first component is your vision. And this is understanding the why of your company. So do you and your team have this crafted, and do they all understand the why? So this is your mission statement, your vision statement, core values, team member philosophy, whatever statements you have about vision. Do you have those crafted, solidified, and does everyone live it? And do they, more importantly, understand it? If they don't, it's time to make sure that you define, craft, and implement so that everybody understands the why of the company. The second component is your strategy. And this is your strategic plan, your marketing strategy, your organizational strategies. Because if you have these are your playbook. So think about any sports team. What sports team will take their playing field for a game without knowing their playbook inside and out? I would say very little, because if they do, they're not going to win. But if they do know and execute properly, they have a great shot at winning the game. Well, the same can be said about your playbook, which is your strategies. So why would you or your team enter your playing field without knowing your playbook inside and out? And like any good sports team, you're going to review your playbook from time to time and make any pivots and adjustments that are needed due to the current environment that you're in. I think if we learned anything in 2020, it's all about pivoting and adjusting and making sure that you're reviewing the strategies and adapting as needed. The third component is development, and this is the development of your people. If you're looking for great ROI on anything, it's investing in your people. That is the greatest ROI that you will ever get. So make sure you're taking the time to develop your people, because the more time and financial aspect you put into developing your people, the greater ROI you're going to get back. You're going to get nothing greater than that. So make sure you're taking the time to invest in them. The fourth and final component is your culture, and this is your communication and team building. Just think about a minute, we used to have these all-star games or the dream teams where they would be comprised of all these individual all-stars from all these different teams coming together, and you thought it would just be a slam dunk. And then there'd be an underdog team come in and win. Well, what was the difference? The difference was that the underdog team had gelled as a team and worked as a unit, where the dream team worked as individuals most of the time. So team building and communication is especially important to make sure that it's functioning well. And when you take all 4 of those and they're strong, then you are setting you and your team up for success and much growth. But if there's any cracks in there, take the time to fill them. Take the time to fill those cracks so that you get solid and continue moving up. That's it for today, and I look forward to the next one. Thank you.